It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
I assume you criticize Archduke Gortash. He controls the city now.
Pish-posh! That strutting tyrant has a long reach and a steel fist, but he's a puppy dog compared to the real horror that haunts our streets. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Oren is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice.
I already defeated the Slayer.
You triumphed over Baal's chosen? Marvelous! Such a historic deed must be documented in every gory detail. You and I shall pen the book of your experiences together. But I suppose you'll have to deal with the Illithids first. Please do tell me when you've thwarted every apocalypse that's currently in motion.
What can I do for you, my friend? It sounds...
Minsk is so amazing! Aces.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? If you're sure, fine.
Oakfather preserve you. Then you'll...
stop me yet. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I had hoped there might be a greater sense of balance within the city. That its walls might enable sheltering within it to foster community, peace. Yet it is not so. Unnatural steel beings patrol the streets. The printed word sows discontent, and those in need are treated with disdain. Is this truly what progress looks like? Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes the Shadow Druid's desire to separate nature from all this seems pragmatic, not fanatical.
I don't think you truly feel that way. You have always believed in balance.
I do. But at times like this, it can feel like an impossible dream. I was harsh on myself before. On my leadership of the Grove. The decisions I made. Perhaps too harsh, considering this place.
You felt funny.
I mean, yes, mostly. Why did you stop queuing? Scandals.
Amicus animalis.
That's curious.
Never a dull moment.
Button. Cabinet.
There's creeps in cloaks creeping around down in the sewers.
Alright, what now? Need to find a way forward.
Stories, get right here.
I'm sure. Nothing would surprise me with your kind.
I don't care if you threw a bloody ball.
Oi! Stop a moment. Right. You look harmless enough. The commander keeps an open house, so you may pass.
Who's the commander?
That's secret. And anyway, she's away, so Ryan's in charge. So be nice to Ryan, or I'll kick you out.
A Larathin residence.
I am a gentleman. Venture where he pleases. It is you who must
Hi Harper, I'm sorry to report that we've had no leads on the boy parents. If they were indeed among the first taken by the cult there, and their trials has long gone cold. It's a grim thought, but perhaps they were deemed unworthy of the sending and sent serve cult's purpose in some other way. I hope he's settling in there. It may be he has nowhere else to go. Footnote: markup as a professional sending a magician message up to 25 words intended to find recipient wherever they might be. Now, this copy has never given out to a cleric for delivery. No, I don't know what to do. So come back and tell me, or I'll come find you. Death will not protect you, idiot. Jaheira's study room? Wait a minute, it's a Jaheira's home? Let's get Jaheira then.
Soldier? Sounds boring.
The cub speaks.
As you...
Always nice to be wanted.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Another step forward.
What a surprise. Oh, Mahler's mark and ambush.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
Mother, Jaheira, these are your children?
She always brings the smartest people home, too.
Enough, Ryan. I taught you better manners than that.
No, you didn't.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained in all this time she's been away? 7.
What did she say?
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult, which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed?
The cult is powerful. It's not going to be an easy fight.
So fight. That's what all you heroes and harpers are for, isn't it?
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old after all.
So old!
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
Beans. Oh. I had a bean some time ago.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, all right? Boot prints on the tabletop.
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court?
I'm not, but it's a pleasure to meet you.
Crude manners, but you speak well enough. For a peasant.
Jessamine discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You don't want to be queen, of course. And Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryon. they didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief. Well, they were wrong. Look, not dead. I just had a few adventures. Like,
I freed a pixie from a magic lamp. Shoot, awful.
Really?
Now, cub. Solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait, here. I was keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
This Harper pin opens more doors than most. Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out.
We in a study.
If it would take you long to spot. Pay no mind to those. I'm probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there. Have no fear. The traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh? The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us. Whatever it takes. Nod and smile.
Archdruid, it's good to have you home. The new informants are coming along.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But boss doesn't care about that.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
Looking ahead. Very well.
keen eye. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me.
I'm sorry, Jaheira. I didn't mean to pry.
Oh, you need not apologize. I only seek to spare you some disappointment. On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman. But then, perhaps I make too much of this. How can I beg privacy when I was not half so trusting on our first meeting? Pass then. Go on. See what it is a foolish old Harper thinks worth hiding away.
And, ow.
This ought to be good. Work to be done.
Don't well to open the door.
Still breathing, despite everything. If not over, then through.
Githyank, but I have never known family the way Jaheira knows it. My so-called cousins are simply spawn hatched from the same clutch. I will never know who laid the egg I hatched from. And until I met Jaheira's family, I never thought to wonder. Well, enough brooding. What did you need? Chuck, as you...
You know, I never dreamed our noble Jaheira would be such a terrible, terrible mother. It's nice to see heroes are as awful as the rest of us, Lead. How delicious.
Oh.
A crooked touch.
Got a long road ahead.
Oh, it's here.
Hello, my dear. It's
Is something burdening you? It is...
Let's see.
Rite of the Timeless Body. What's that about? I'd best ask Jaheira.
+1. Oh, well, we're in.
A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me.
Will do. Well, it is useful.
Ferdinand, I just trimmed you. I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear.
So we are all Jaheira's ward?
Wards, family, lifelong irritants. Use whichever term you wish.
We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual. Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really? When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
My shop's pilfered every day by rugs like him. Should be... I made a delivery to the doctor yesterday. All these people. This should be at home.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsk?
We're working on it.
You'll get him back. I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
There are refugees outside the wall. They'll need protection.
You shame me. In all our hunting, I had put them from my mind.
Right. Leave them to us then. If we can't get them past the checkpoints, we'll at least make sure they're watched over if it comes to fighting in the streets. If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
Heavens, what's the hold-up? I dare say the wait is shorter in the City of Judgment.
Given the chance, I'd make a fine principal son.
Sorry, citizen. The docks are now a restricted area.
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you?
I'm at two of your researchers to the Underdark, Blurk and Amelum.
A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them.
I met an expeditioner claiming to work for you. He sought Githyanki egg.
Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. I don't suppose you've stumbled across any Githyanki eggs during your travels. The Society will compensate you for any we purchase, of course.
What are you going to do with it?
Study it, of course. The Githyanki have been a source of great debate in the Society circles in recent months. You are no doubt aware that citizens of the Underdark are held in great suspicion by those who live above ground. Many believe us to be evil. The Githyanki face similar prejudice, but I believe if hatched in a less violent, more intellectually stimulating environment, the child can overcome its evil predispositions.
What is this intellectually stimulating? A bribing looks like.
In the literal sense, I will need to induce the egg to hatch via the application of certain currents to the creature inside. Once out of the shell, I plan to take a twofold approach. The enforced repetition of sound, moral principle from the Patarian Code, alongside a series of psionic pulses administered to the cerebral tissue. Assuming I can accelerate its growth, I should have conclusive findings within a year or two at the most.
What's the Patarian Code?
A series of moral imperatives bestowed by the great dragon deity, Bahamut. In my years of study, they're the closest I've found to moral perfection. Only under such rigorous goodness will the subject stand a chance of being cured. My findings could change the perception of your kind and the peoples of the Underdark for generations to come.
And what if your experiment fails?
If the child remains evil after the experiment is concluded, it will be destroyed. Such is the fate of all new specimens.
I see.
Now, I'm eager to get started. So will you sell me the egg?
Experiment is barbaric. You'll never get in the egg.
Then I will source another subject, and the experiment will be completed without your involvement. Progress may be delayed, but I assure you, it can never be stopped. Genetic morality is not just theory, but fact.
It's fascinating. I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
Why can't a man be passionate about mineral ores?
Once I publish my paper proving that it's hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
Okay.
I'll admit it. I'm jealous of Blurg's towering intellect.
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else.
Where's Omelum?
In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress.
I'll track Omelum down. Where was it headed?
Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path.
Have anything to trade?
Naturally. The Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy.
Useful, actually.
Research on the surface stops during what they call night. I still can't get it.
Every day by runs like him. The city should be
We've got a
job. These goods need to be delivered.
And I have a duty to the city and Lord Portash, so halt right there.
Why, this sudden restriction on visiting the docks, though?
Somehow.
You think that Paladin of Devil's Fee is going to protect us? If there was anything we needed protecting from.
One must be prepared at all times.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Funny. I can't recall.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
That is the man's appearance.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior council member. But right now he's without care, entranced by a tree.
Hey, look at it.
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed.
Are you feeling well? You seem distracted.
Oh, just tired, I suppose. It's been quite a long day. Or at least I think it has. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you?
Yep, you're from here. Oh, even you are.
I am very pleased to meet your acquaintance. And you are?
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me. Seemed very helpful. Although, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place.
Is there anyone you can go to? Anyone who could help?
There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
Ah, the cult of Shur. Oh, we'll return with the Shadow Heart here.
A good day to you, sir. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time.
Your discretion is admirable. Now tell me what's going on here.
Well, of course, that wouldn't be my place to say. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly.
Does she often send her entire staff away at such short notice?
Ordinarily, no. Though such generosity would not be out of character. But in this instance, I fear she has other motivations. Motivations I will not talk about.
Funny way to spend your holidays, stood right outside your workplace.
In ordinary circumstances, I'd appreciate her generosity more fully. But, well, I prefer to be here for when she changes her mind.
Can I come in?
Were you to try and enter, there'd be nothing I could do to stop you. After all, I am on holiday. Do as you wish.
Interesting. Fine. Furniture.
Something over there.
Record of work. Complete installation site indoor concealed to cubby in atelier.
I've seen a real ghost snap someone in half. It squeezed their guts out of their ears like an overfilled sausage. Well, my cousin saw
To keep going.
snap someone in half. Well, they got back.
Death won't take me yet. Still breathing, despite everything.
Time to strike. I will not know failure.
Access. I see.
Fury, I am death.
Come on, my stab.
Hmm?
Take off that.
Victory awaits.
Find someone to camp soon.
Here you are.
War is an old woman's game.
Time to strike.
Another one?
Let me guess, you need something.
At least things have stayed interesting. Moving in.
kind of thing we need Gale here.
The cub speaks.
On the strange scroll in your sanctuary, something about timeless body.
The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations.
It's amazing. What can I do to help?
Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead three plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
Actual life.
Of course. It is our way. Just as it is Death's way to meet us along the path, gently oblivious to whatever it is we want. I spent most of my life fighting those who tried to escape their end. Gatherick, Irenicus, Sarevok. That is not company I would like to keep. In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness. I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came. And made the question moot. But I kept this. Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings, or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine, when and however it comes. As for this city story, well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub.
You're not of the hook easily. Won't you run for a long time yet?
I have no plans to lie down and die. Well, perhaps a little lying down when all of this is done. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You're almost certainly going to die first.
Why didn't you tell me about your family?
I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice?
Understand. Sound the same?
Well, if fool I be, then at least I'm in good company. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I roped myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both. You're sure?
I need to go. And his magic eyes.
A hero of legend, passing the figurative torch onto us. We'd best not disappoint her. The thought of a scolding from Jaheira's ghost is not one I particularly relish. With
Tactician. I cannot die. Please help me.
Still alive. So that's progress. Another fight. Let's go.
Taste my fury.
I don't fancy their chances.
Here we go again.
Can't have me. Not yet.
Time to press ahead.
My path be true.
Take cure. Can't even catch my breath.
Taking position.
Gone with the weave.
I will ascend.
I speak, they burn.
Take cure. This is worth the cost. Don't waste a step.
Tale for the ages.
Here you are.
Swift as my feet can carry.
Victory waits.
Path lies before me.
Let's clear this house. Oh, some fresh air. Okay, just a second. Sure.
Listen to my voice. This is not you. Please let me help you.
All I hear is the grunting of a swine. Come closer so I can rip out your filthy tongue.
Stop this. I love you, Oscar. And I know you love me.
It's your gold I love, hogwife. But all the riches in Faerun would not be enough to make a life with you worth living.
Oh, gods aid me. He does not mean the things he says. You! Help subdue him, but be gentle. He's not to blame.
No.
Now is your last chance to run.
Don't be like that, darling. Offer our guests something to drink. Maybe you'll not.
If you have the courage to stay, help subdue him. But be careful. I could not stand to lose him.
Scratch out your eyes!
Time to strike.
Save me. I cannot take much more.
Hmm.
I am fury. I am death.
Saved. Sorry, Lizelle. Well, not even this thing helps.
We've saved me. I cannot take much more. I cannot die. Please help me. Indeed.
I will ascend.
Let me recite their demise.
I don't know. Even with the invisibility, I can't see him. That's just stupid.
Victory awaits.
Leave me.
Finally, you see him.
Still breathing. Now, not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but... Wait. Your face is familiar to me. Yes, I've seen it before in Oscar's sketches. You're the one who saved him from the Zentarim.
What in the hell is going on here?
I imagine this must be quite a shock. Hardly the Oscar you remember. Not long after the wedding, he lost his appetite, fell into dark moods. He started to avoid my company entirely. Artistic temperament, I thought, but it worsened. He became violent. Called me some rather imaginative names. I hesitate to say it. Something unnatural has taken hold of him. Oscar has been possessed.
Yeah, that much is obvious.
The last time I left this room, the walls started bleeding, and a portrait of my mother tried to bite me. Flying furniture and screaming portraits I could deal with. But to see my husband reduced to such a state... I can't come within arm's reach without him trying to strangle me. And he calls me such vile things. It hates everyone, but it loathes me. It's not him. I know he would never hurt me. And I promised I would let no harm come to him. As you can see, I've already failed. It's obvious he needs more help than I can give. Please, you saved him once. You must find a way to cure him.
Where should I start?
Oscar's behavior began to change shortly after the wedding. He became withdrawn, working obsessively up in his atelier. I tried to take him some food, but I couldn't cross the threshold. It was as though the house itself didn't want me up there. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't want anyone going up there. I swear it's in the walls, watching.
bandits out to get us.
There's skull.
Try me.
Taste my fury.
Force. What? Slashing. Wait. Why?
A rough tempest I will raise.
My path be true.
Mistra Rill. Step to it. Blood follows me everywhere. Breathe deep and move.
Oh. Yeah.
Make way.
Swords meet sorcery. need to find a way forward.
Fuck is greater toughness? At least 50 damage can damage it? Ah, see. Yep, they killing Gale. Killing Gale, as always.
No time to waste.
Allow me to demonstrate. With haste. One day I'll catch a break.
Able to critical hit. I think it's broken, really.
One can't always be a gentleman. Good move.
Can be that it's
Swift and lethal.
No choice but to keep going.
me.
Taking position.
Need tending.
Light on my feet.
So it's a skull.
Been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Yeah, it is. This is idiocy, really. What? What the fuck? Can I cast this thing again? Sure I can. Nothing. Have a revival spell or anything? No scrolls?
Indolence breeds madness.
No scrolls.
Can't give up now.
And I don't have short rests.
Don't waste a step.
Okay, then I don't have level 3.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return with the This is the price of balance. Well, by doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Ah, excellent choice.
Go back then. Have anything gone?
Yes.
Okay. What? Something's here? That's how we do it.
What to do? Best be on my way.
Wait.
Air is ripe with magic.
Let's get going.
What? Oh, Zell.
These boots have seen everything. A strange easel. Some kind of mechanism attached.
Take the piggy bank, bitch! Burn her! Roast her! Take the piggy bank, bitch! Roast her!
What?
Swift and lethal.
The lance board is set.
You're out of spell?
Should I ever take to the astral plane, I'll have no need of scrolls to secure my immortality. Still, it is becoming of a mortal to accept their fate, as Jaheira does. Not everyone is meant to live longer than the stars.
Chuck, you believe as you.
Time to press ahead.
Who among us hasn't wondered what it would be like to live forever? But I think you've got the right idea. Better I live fully and meaningfully than to pine for an always and forever I could never achieve. That's the...
Go rest. Also, you want to talk?
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now.
No. Sorry, but no scene with a bear. I'm flattered, but not interested.
Truly? I was sure we had a connection. You seemed more than a little curious about my current love life, for one. But I respect your choice. If that's how you truly feel. Your friendship remains precious to me.
I'm afraid I don't see you that way.
I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed.
The pride of the gate. Look where it is.
Fetch.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
I don't know. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Thank you. A rope.
I have a lot on my mind.
That's interesting. I have need.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Let's rest. Right. A team. Head out.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
My dearest Lady Janet, I write to inform you of my progress on your portrait and my struggle therein. You see, while my skill at capturing countenance is considered far superior to other brushfolk of this good city, it is lacking in one particular aspect. My memory of your form is far inferior to the purest beauty I beheld when you first sat with me. How can I finish a masterpiece without confidence in my grasp of this subject? I beg of you, sit for me again. Allow me to finish this portrait in the proper fashion, with its ravishing subject firmly grasped within my gaze. Unsent letter. Harry, my darling, I'm not sure why I'm writing this. Where you've gone to, no pigeon could deliver it. Still, if there is some part of you watching over my shoulders, I sit there, I beg you, leave me be. You feel my every thought, my dreams, my nightmares. Is there no reprieve from the memory of your face? The look of disappointment you cast upon me each time I close my eyes. I cannot take much more of this. I must be rid of you. I must.
The portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread. So why is the woman smiling?
Battle of wits.
Perhaps I just don't understand modern art, but this painting's not entirely to my liking.
Maybe. Dearest Mrs. Fervas, I do appreciate the desperation of your correspondence. Heartbreak can impose such a terrible burden. In my humble role as an interlocutor with the spirit realm, I believe I might be able to offer you some reprieve. Bring this letter to my mansion near the seafront, and together we see if the dead have peace to offer you. Your in spirit, Mystic Carrion. Postscriptum. The door is regrettably stubborn, so you must speak its preferred words. Secreta Mortorum. I may even consider a discounted rate if you are willing to recommend my service to Lady Janet's well-coined kinfolk. I see. Oh, team.